a frequently asked question in the Airbnb space, which is how much capital do I actually need to get started? Let me give you a full breakdown. Here we go. So if you're on this TikTok right now, you're not going to be hearing £4,000. So if you want to be sold a dream about £4,000, you probably need to go to somebody else's page. If you want the realness and the real tea, you want to stay here with me. That rhymed, how cute. But again, I'm going to use an example like Manchester to give you a little bit of an understanding for a place that's not too expensive like London, where you can get like decent rents, but also has the demand there. So a 2-bed, 2-bath in Manchester from research will probably be about 1,300 at a minimum. So let's use this example. So to get in, you need your first month's rent. That's 1,300. To then move in as well, you also need a deposit of 1,300. A lot of people will argue that you don't need a deposit. Believe me, if you're new and you don't have the power of negotiation or know how to negotiate just yet, you will need a deposit. Also, landlords are within their rights to get a deposit from you because they don't trust you yet and they don't know you. So it's not in every scenario that you'll be able to get the deposit out of the way. So be prepared to pay a deposit. And if you don't, great, amazing. And if you do, at least you're prepared for it and you had that added into your initial costs. Then your furnishing for a 2-bed, 2-bath would probably be anything around 4,500 at a minimum. Yes, a lot of people use IKEA finance, but it's still good to have that money in your account, guys, because what if you can't get any bookings and then pay your IKEA finance? You've got to be prepared. Too many people are going in blind and don't have anything to fall back on. So I'm going to use the numbers that you actually need in your account. Even if you're not paying them up front, it's nice to have them as backup so that you don't go into like a bad situation from not having calculated properly. So already with your 1 month's rent, your deposit and your furnishing costs, you are at just over about £7,000, I believe. And with this, you haven't even got a reserve fund just yet. Like what happens if fund, which you always need. I always keep a month's rent in my back pocket just in case of anything. Which is why, guys, I always tell you, have at least £8,000 minimum to get started. Otherwise, 10,000 is a really good one just to have like comfortability on, you know, choice for deals, choice for like, you know, 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. You'll have a lot more choice and range on what you can choose. But for me, £8,000 to £10,000 is a really good start. Even if you're using finance options to pay, having that money in your back pocket will reassure you if things are not to go to plan as you would have wanted.